Hey, what's going on YouTube? Jeremy did motherfucking laugh here, back with another review, aka I'm motherfucking drunk, y'all. I can tell you right now, I'm fucking drunk. I think I drank a little too much tonight, but I'm sure we'll get this video out. Now, what we're talking about today is none other than the 2020 Royal Rumble. Now, before we get into this, I'm just going to say, spoilers ahead. If you haven't watched the Royal Rumble but plan on watching it, just to let you know, there's spoilers in here talking about who won, big names that returned, and just some of the action that was pretty good. It was a very, very good Royal Rumble. Now, we all know starting off the match this year was Brock Lesnar, starting out number one. Everybody was excited to see who number two was, to see if it was somebody that was just going to go in there and throw Lesnar out. That was not the case. And honestly, I think they did this Rumble as perfectly as they could with Lesnar entering at number one. Essentially, Lesnar entered the match, and he dominated the competition all the way up until the number 13 spot. And honestly, I'm a big Lesnar fan, so I'm a little biased. I know a lot of people ain't a Lesnar fan, but WWE played this so well. Number two was Elias. Elias came out playing his guitar, singing a song about Lesnar, so Lesnar just got pissed off halfway through the song and rushed out of the ring and attacked Elias, brought him into the ring, and threw him out immediately. So that continued for a while. Things seemed like they were going to turn around whenever... excuse a lot of yawn, ladies and gentlemen. Things seemed like they were going to turn around when Keith Lee came out. And then after that, Braun Strowman. Unfortunately, those two started to lock up while Lesnar was down. Lesnar took advantage and threw them both out. And then after that, Ricochet came out. Ricochet, of course, being as small as he was getting dominated. Now, if you don't remember from Monday night, Brock Lesnar kicked Ricochet in the nuts. Ricochet was getting thrown around a little bit, and then Drew McIntyre came out. This is when the Rumble changed. At this point, Lesnar has already eliminated 13 men in a row, and Ricochet was down behind Lesnar when McIntyre got in the ring. Sorry about the yawn. I'm fucking tired, y'all. But while Drew McIntyre and Lesnar was staring each other down, boom, low blow from behind from Ricochet. Lesnar stumbled near the ropes and Claymore kick right out of the ring from McIntyre. From that point on, the whole Rumble changed. It got back to what seemed to be a normal Royal Rumble. We had the likes of AJ Styles coming out, and by this point, surprise entrance, well, not really surprise entrance, Morrison was thrown out unceremoniously by whatever the fuck the word is the commentator used, was thrown out by Lesnar by an incredible toss-out. That was probably one of the best toss-outs of the night, was the way Lesnar tossed Morrison out. Kofi Kingston Dean have no incredible save this time, which was kind of a disappointment. But sorry, got sidetracked there in my mind. But there was some amazing returns tonight. The one that probably shocked everybody the most on the return factor was Edge. That's right. Edge, after 9 years of being away since 2011 from retiring, the Rated R Superstar returned, and he looked in better shape than he ever has. And he wrestled an incredible match tonight. And I don't know yet if that's the end of Edge, was just the Royal Rumble return, or if he's going to stay in the WWE. Because if he stays in the WWE, that's a big game changer in the way the roster is working right now. Now, besides Edge being a big return, what was a nice little thing between Edge and Randy Orton was we got to see the reuniting of Rated RKO in Factor tonight. Now, they teamed up against the likes of like the OC and a few others. Now, speaking of the OC, honestly, I think there was an elimination that wasn't supposed to happen yet. I think he was supposed to have a longer showing in the match, and that was AJ Styles. Edge tossed him over the top rope, and it looked like AJ was supposed to hold on, but it looked like his shoulder gave. He grabbed the top rope, and when he came down, it looked like he was going to do like a little skin the cat move, but he completely slipped off the rope, and the first thing he did was like grab his shoulder. And I'm not talking like a kayfabe grab. It generally looked like he hurt the fuck out of his shoulder. Like he grabbed it, the ref checked on him. Edge looked shocked as fuck. Carl Anderson was just staring outside the ring like, oh crap. They just went, whatever they were supposed to be doing for the rest of the Rumble, until they got eliminated. It looked like that was thrown out of the window when AJ got eliminated. They all looked surprised, shocked, like, oh shit, it wasn't supposed to happen type of deal. But they moved forward. Now, other than that, no big surprises came out other than Edge, in my opinion. There was a cool little moment, going back a little bit in the match, there was a cool little moment between Brock Lesnar and Shelton Benjamin and being the college buddies that they were, college teammates on the wrestling team. That was a pretty cool little moment they did with them. But fast forwarding to the end of the Rumble, towards the end, there was a huge amount of stars in there. And I mean a lot of stars that you're sitting there like, dang, a lot of these guys could be the winner. Get their push by. Fuck. Once I start, I can't stop, goddammit. But among those was Samoa Joe, Kevin Owens, Drew McIntyre. Of course, if you know me, you know I can't stand Roman Reigns. Of course, he was in there. Seth Rollins, Edge, Randy Orton, they were all in the ring at the same time. Now, with Seth Rollins' new Messiah Monday Night Raw gimmick, AOP and Buddy Murphy accompanied him, and that pretty much assisted in the eliminations of... Oh, Aleister Black was in there too. That pretty much assisted in the eliminations of Aleister Black, Kevin Owens, and Samoa Joe. So when that happened, Samoa Joe, Aleister Black, and Kevin Owens all went after AOP and Buddy Murphy, taking them out of the equation for the rest of the Rumble, leaving Orton, Reigns, Edge, and McIntyre, and Rollins. And those four surrounded Rollins, hit him with a couple finishes, and tossed his ass out. I agree with that. I don't think Rollins should have won this Rumble with the way he came in at number 30 like that with the group. Now, at this point, in my mind, how WWE loves to shove Roman Reigns down the throat, and I think this was intentional. They were making it seem like making everybody go, oh crap, here we go. Roman Reigns is going to fucking win the Rumble. Now, it continued to seem like that, but Edge and Orton teamed up and kind of dominated the ring for a little bit. Until an awesome moment where you've seen Edge turn his back and Orton get in position for the RKO kind of. Edge turns around and looks at him like, you were really going to RKO me, huh? Nah, I know you too well. Let's go ahead and get these guys out and then we can fight it out. And of course, Edge, being the ultimate opportunist, second Orton turned his back, dumped him over the top rope, which is really cool, but at the same time, I'm like, oh crap, here we go. Roman's going to win now because of that. And the match went on. Great little ending there. I won't ruin that for y'all. Y'all go ahead and watch that. And the winner that came out on top was Drew McIntyre. Big push for this guy. He really deserved it, and it was about his time to come up in the company. Ever since they brought him up from NXT, they really hadn't been using him to his full potential, I don't believe. And it was time. It really is time to push him, let him be the one that dethrones Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen. And I'm really glad. Like I said, Roman Reigns, you know me, I don't think the guy can wrestle. He's a great new John Cena. The guy with a couple moves that a lot of people hate and a lot of people love, and gets booed and cheered at the same time. I mean, he's perfect to fill that role. And, I mean, that's all he's there is for me, and I'm one of the haters. I didn't like Cena. I don't like him. But Drew McIntyre winning the Rumble was the right pick, in my opinion. I would have loved to see, don't get me wrong, I would have loved to see Edge come back and his debut win the Rumble. That would have been amazing. That would have been awesome. Come back by him making it to the end like that. That was really nice to see too. I hope to see more Edge around. Now, what was I say? Now, just a quick overview of the rest of the Rumble. The Women's Rumble was all right. You know, there was some cool moments in there, especially with Otis and Mandy Rose. I think Otis is fucking hilarious. He's one of my favorite superstars on the roster right now, from the comedic value and his wrestling abilities. Then, Roman Reigns and Corbin match, of course, ended like I expected. Roman Reigns winning. The Fiend and Bray Wyatt match, that was a good, and I'm talking brutal match. That was a really good brutal match. I'll leave that one a surprise for y'all to figure out who won that. After that, we had Bayley. I believe we had, maybe before that we had Bayley and fucking Lacey Evans. That was a pretty good match. Kind of ended a little weird for me. I think the ending was a little bit weird, the way they played that. And then, sorry, I just got to move my mouse so this shit don't turn off. And then the Becky Lynch Asuka match, pretty good. Not the best. It was kind of hard to get into the match with it following the Fiend and Wyatt match, because the Fiend and Wyatt match was that good that it's kind of hard to follow that up. I think the only thing that could have followed that up was the Rumble. But other than that, it was a pretty good pay-per-view. It's one of the ones I always guarantee to watch throughout the year. My buddies come over and watch, besides Mania. And yeah, overall, I give the last few Royal Rumbles, last few years, that was one of the better ones. It really was. I'm fucking tired, man. I'm tired as fuck. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off here. Jeremy D. Glass, aka I'm motherfucking drunk, y'all. And as always, stay fucking drunk, y'all.